Welcome back to the Just God podcast. This is episode 24, right?
27.
27? I don't know. It's been a while.
But yeah, guys, if you guys haven't noticed the new background, we have built our new podcast studio. We have a whole video. You guys can check that out right now. And, you know, we also have our own clothing brand called Ascenders. And if you guys watch throughout the entire video, there'll be a code hidden somewhere in the video. And that code, if you use it during checkout, will give you 100% off, you know, a t-shirt or hoodie or whatever you get. So make sure to be looking out for that. But anyways, let's just get right into it. This is our special guest, Rich Revolte and Parker Gibson right here. Yeah. Man, we've been trying to get these guys since all the way back in September.
Yeah.
Insane. But we've been, you know, obviously been working on the new studio. Luckily, these guys have been absolutely patient, and that's just great, you know. I really thought one day you guys would just be like, yeah, we're done.
I remember when you texted him about when you rolled your ankle.
Oh, yeah. That's the only reason. But I mean, hey, like if I didn't do that, I feel like we wouldn't have been here because we would have just filmed that somewhere else. I mean, even though it was painful, it all worked out.
Yeah,
God's plan.
Yeah,
but yeah. So really, just we had Rich here in the previous episodes, two previous episodes actually.
Excited to be back.
Yeah,
this is his friend Parker Gibson. So I just want to ask, how'd you guys meet up or whatever, like, become friends?
See, that's the thing.
I'll let you answer this one.
Oh my goodness. I would want to say sports, like basketball.
Yeah, it was like middle school football.
Yeah. Football.
And we kind of we weren't really like friends, but like we talked.
Yeah.
And then towards high school, we kind of started like talking more and becoming friends and like hanging out more. And yeah.
And the main part was in 8th grade or 9th grade football. He was quarterback and I was starting running back.
Yeah.
We were both starting at the time.
yeah.
So I feel like we kind of got that relationship.
like an athletic bond. Yeah, I get that.
And then like I don't know, and then stuff just took off out of nowhere. Like, like it's weird. Have you ever had that experience where you like where you had a best friend, but y'all just don't remember how y'all met?
Yeah.
But like I don't know, but
he kind of just spawned in.
It kind of just spawned in and stuff into my life, and stuff just took off and kept rolling with it.
Yeah,
that's really great, man.
Yeah.
Really just going on with the podcast and stuff, just like, you know, it's just crazy how, I just want to take a moment and just really just thank God for what we're doing now. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I mean, setting up everything was obviously, you know, hard and stuff, but, you know, I just remember like starting off and just, you know, beginning, like we said, starting in the garage, you know.
Yeah.
Now we're here with our own podcast studio.
It's a blessing.
Which,
For real.
And it's obviously we're trying to figure out some stuff. As you guys can tell, we got new microphones. Took us like forever.
Yeah.
To set these microphones up. These guys had to wait for like ever. So
It feels nice though, not having to like hold the little tiny ones, your hands like shaking and sweating and stuff.
I just
like I don't know.
Yeah, I just hope these microphones end up working. The audio is going good. We
Yeah.
have you guys can't see him, but he's behind the camera. But we have Cameron, who was also on the podcast previously. You guys can check that out.
Yeah.
He's catching the audio. So are we good?
Yeah,
we're good. So we're just hopefully when we finish this video, the audio comes out good and not, you know, just ends up not recording at all. The whole podcast is just quiet. Subtitles.
It's like mute the whole time.
It's just subtitles the whole time. But really, I just want to ask you guys, you know, let's start off with Rich. I just want to ask, like, if you guys have a testimony or anything, or how you even really found God, or what, you know, something like that.
So hold on. No, I don't think I've ever told y'all my testimony. I don't
know if you told me.
Wait, hold on. I don't even think I have one because I remember y'all asking me in the previous podcast, and I remember wasn't it? I think Connor.
Yeah, maybe it was Connor.
Told his testimony. Yeah, and then we're just like rolling through, but I don't think I have a testimony.
Yeah,
I don't think I probably just need to look back through my life.
Yeah,
and stuff, and just kind of do like a, you know, just to redraw and all that. But
yeah,
I don't think I have one, but I'll definitely. I really do need to check back on that.
Yeah. Because we usually, like, on our old podcast, we didn't ask people their testimony because we were scared that, like, I don't know why we were scared, but like we were anxious to ask about it because I mean, one episode that we did with a girl named Kiara, she did witchcraft, and we was like, we would have never guessed it.
Yeah, we had not currently.
Yeah, not currently. Not currently. Yeah,
Just
not
cast
currently.
a spell
Not currently.
on camera.
Yeah, but like that was like her past, and
Yeah.
like when we first met her, like she looked like the most like
Normal
church
person.
girl.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like not like in a bad way, but like in a good way. But
Yeah.
like it was insane, and we've had some people that like that's probably the craziest one, honestly.
Yeah, we've had some.
And then we filmed one here with Reagan downstairs before this, but she had a crazy testimony too.
Yeah,
But
I mean, she almost like committed suicide until she had a phone call with her friend, and her friend kind of like spread the word through the call, and that's same night that she was gonna just end it all was the same night that she gave it all to God.
yeah,
Which
Wow.
is it's an
That's
insane
crazy.
testimony and just stuff like that. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I have one. It's like, so I don't know how to explain it, but like I had been saved before,
yeah,
but like, you know, whenever you're saved and you kind of just like still like stray away from God,
yeah,
hmm
that kind of happened with me. And I got to the point where like, I was kind of like really depressed. And so I guess Rich got like put in my life at the perfect time.
yeah,
And that's like whenever I got in the gym too. And so Rich kind of like, he was like kind of like a person that would like lift me up, and
Yeah.
people like that I'd be around, they like, I guess didn't really, I wanted to be around them, but like, cause I wanted to fit in,
yeah.
but it wasn't the right people. And Rich was like the right person to be around. And he like helped me a lot through like getting closer to God and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I like got in the gym, and then I don't know when it was, but like I guess, I forget when it was, but it was like one night God spoke to me, and I was like talking to God, and it was like, I like don't really remember like a whole lot of it, but I just started reading my Bible more, and yeah, that just kind of happened. But like Rich got in my life in like the perfect time.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like super depressed, and I like had no real friends at all.
Yeah.
It's really about who you surround yourself with.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling like where you said like you said that like wait, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's fine.
Holy crap!
Getting on camera again, you just forget everything.
Yeah, I had it in my
Just
mind.
fix it up again. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It'll come to me if it's
You
important.
want to talk?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, but really just surrounding yourself with people, because I know it's super easy to get influenced. I know I've been around those people that, I would do stuff that I wouldn't normally do just to fit in and just, try to blend in into the crowd and stuff. But, the school where I go to now, where we both go,
Yeah.
and
Cameron?
Marine, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a really good friend group, there's a lot of us. And, I would say when we first kind of became friends, we weren't really like, we go to a Christian school, but we weren't really spreading the gospel. Like, we weren't really doing that type of stuff. We were like sharing like the word to each other. But I think when I don't even really know when it started. We just became more like, we just started being there for each other, spreading the word and stuff and talking more about the Bible,
Yeah.
which is something that we really didn't do. We had Bible class, but then just throughout the day were just normal classes and stuff. And, we didn't really have those conversations where it was about God and stuff. But I feel like more recently, I feel like there's been a lot of conversations with our friend group where we talk about God. We talk about questions in the Bible, questions about our faith, because I feel like there's so much questions to ask about Christianity,
Yeah.
and just stuff like that, where when you surround yourself with a good friend group and stuff, I feel like you really, I feel like when you surround yourself with a bad friend group, you really take a lot of bad habits in and stuff.
Yeah.
When you surround yourself with a good friend group, I feel like you start taking in, their knowledge and their perspectives of God and just other stuff, So
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
I remember what I was gonna say now.
Okay.
So when Parker, when you was talking about like not remembering like what day it was or whatever, I had the same kind of like thing when I received like salvation and stuff, and it like bothered me for a while because everyone they'd be like, yeah, I got saved on a Tuesday, March, whatever, and it would really like deal with me because I was like, I don't know, the enemy would always bring it up, like trying to, I guess, for me to feel like left out. I guess I don't really know why it like scared me or whatever, but it like always bothered me. But I mean, it doesn't really matter like what day you get saved on. I mean, you can receive salvation any time of the day. Like, I guess it's a good reminder to know it. But like, if you are that person that like doesn't know, just ask God. Like, I guess just confirm it pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I remember what I was going to say. Yeah. But I was telling a story off camera. I guess we can talk about that now.
Okay.
I'm ready.
About I told Parker and Rich. I don't know if Pablo heard it, but we were talking about a dude because me and Pablo and I think I told Cameron today. I was like, when you're at church by yourself and it's like pitch black and you can't really see, it's the most like creepiest thing ever. Like
So scary.
you feel like every creak in the wall, everything. And I was listening to a sermon by Heath Williams on the way up here, and he was talking about this dude, and they were talking about how scary it is in a church when it's like dark outside. And he said this dude, he said like he was just like really like terrified of it, and then he said he got the courage to like go to the church like at midnight with all the lights out, and he sat in the middle of the sanctuary, and he said, "Satan, come try me." And he said like that entire like I think he did it for like 2 or 3 nights. He said like stuff was like moving, like crazy stuff was happening, and he said like after that he realized that Satan's really not someone we should be afraid of. I mean, of course he's a wannabe lion. He's not really like, I mean, people are terrified of Satan, but I mean, if you have God, you're good. Like, I mean, Satan's just, he's always losing, but he's always come back, try to win, but he won't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What was that thing you said, Cameron? It was like he didn't create you.
Oh, he didn't come to break you. He came to make you or something like that. Was it something? Or
It was the opposite.
oh yeah.
So he can't break me.
I'm glad Cam's here to fix that up.
He didn't break me.
Yeah.
He got it big.
Shout out to Cam.
I don't know if you guys can hear him clearly.
I also feel like we shouldn't be scared of Satan because like he has to listen to God's commands,
Yeah.
and so yeah,
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
he's under like God's voice.
Yeah, and like I know, like during the sermon, he was talking about like the devil's like language. I think he was talking about, and like Satan. I mean, of course, he's smart. Like he gets like a repetition. He knows what you're gonna fail to most of the time, or try to like tempt you with. But we just gotta realize that God's with us all the time, and that if we have God, we're ultimately going to defeat Satan. Our failure isn't because of God, it's because of our flesh and us falling into that sin, I guess, that Satan tempts us with. But yeah,
He's a liar.
Yep, that's true. Yep. Devil's a liar. Mm-hmm. It's a Geo song. Yeah. Have y'all ever been to any like y'all have any like youth conference like experiences? 'Cause me and Cam just got back from Winterfest.
Like a
Kind
camp?
of like a camp. Yeah.
So the church that I go to, it's called Life Point in Albertville. Hopefully y'all.
Yeah, I've heard it. I think I've heard
about it. But we recently went to something called Winter Camp. It's Winter Camp down in Camp to Know Him. It's I mean, in my opinion, I love it. It's always good. And like there's this unique thing that Clay does and stuff like, but this year he made us turn off all the lights like so we went into the big area where like the dining wooden tables are, and the stage is to the right, and games is upstairs and all that. So on the last night he made us just turn off all the lights and stuff and sit by ourselves, like with no friends and everything.
Yeah.
And just pray to God about it. And it's like it was a really nice experience for me because like when you're not with your friends, I feel like you're more real with yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like you're more like real with yourself. And I mean, and I think everyone had a good time too. I saw people that like joke around, like usually at school, sometimes at church too.
Yeah,
actually was like quiet for once. They were just sitting there and like in a corner and just, I mean, it was crazy to me. I mean, I loved it. I loved the experience.
Peaceful.
Yeah, I feel like you just like, I don't know, you start thinking about stuff that you would never think about when you're around people.
Yes, you just go and into. I mean, honestly, like
It's the shower thoughts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like an overthinker already.
Oh yeah,
So
me too.
I will,
Yeah.
like I overthink a whole lot. I'm telling you, and then I guess that just translates into me like thinking real about myself and all that. But
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
think the
Parker.
reality.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a youth group I go to. Well, like our church has one, but it's like really small, so we don't really do nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't have no experience of like a camp or anything.
Oh really? Yeah. Winter Festival's like it was crazy. And I also go to one it's called a Rise. It's like it's crazy too. But at Winter Festival was like 12,000 people.
wow.
And
Where at?
in Tennessee. And we're at Pigeon Forge. But
Are y'all at the Gallenberg?
yeah. And like it was crazy. Like they played they had the people from Elevation Worship, like Gracie Binion, I think, and Nate Diaz, not the fighter, but like the singer. And they played like Washed and Goodbye Yesterday. And it was
I'll bet it was.
I love
it
Goodbye
was
Yesterday.
me and Cam went to the pit during Wash and we got kicked out of the pit.
Really?
Yeah, because like they told us not to like block the aisles and stuff. But we were just gonna go up there anyway. I don't even know if we were supposed to be up there. But we just went up anyways, and this guy like came up to us and was like, "Y'all got to get out of here." But luckily, the song was already over with, so I was like, "All right, bet."
That many people?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was insane. Like you could just even like when you weren't in the pit, like in the very like I think one night we were like in almost like the very back, you could still feel the presence of God as you were just like in the front. Like it was insane, and like you just look around and it was just like if no one was lifting their hands, they were the ones like looking like weird, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, I've been to it was like a Christian camp, and let me just tell you, bro, like when he gets to worship, man, it's just crazy, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, like just
You don't want worship to end for real.
Yeah, like it's just something different about it. Like everyone just worshiping, you know, like everyone in the room is just like bringing, like everyone's just enjoying God's presence and stuff.
Yeah,
That's just great, man.
yeah, and everyone just kind of like they bring their baggage with them and just give it up to God, and it's just amazing to see like, and like the entire thought like while I was in that like I guess like with all those people, it's just like a thought that came to my mind was like this is not even like maybe even a % of what heaven's going to be like with everyone worshiping. Like it was just like just a great reminder to like that heaven's going to be great one day.
Yeah. So when we invited you guys to the podcast, like we asked this to a lot of special guests, but like what was your initial like, I guess what was going on through your head, like, and what made you like accept it, you know? Because
Why are you looking at me?
I mean, I was just like, at first, I was like, okay, I was like a little nervous.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I got like excited because
Yeah.
like, I was like, ooh, we wouldn't want to talk about God with a bunch of people. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like, it was, I knew it was going to be fun.
Mhm.
And I was like, it was an automatic yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just yeah. What was going through your head?
Well, you know, I've had experience with it thanks to y'all and stuff. But I mean, I'm used to it. I love it. I mean, it's always a yes. But
Yeah.
the times that I was supposed to like be there on the time, I was usually like 10 minutes late.
I'm always late to everything.
Bro, we would wait for you.
Yeah, I know.
We'd be like calling you. You almost hear you like I'm literally parking right now.
Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like during the summer, it's terrible because I have like so many things to do. I have to mow this person's lawn.
Yeah. I think you got just gotten done like mowing someone's lawn or
Dude,
something.
yes, dude, full grass, hat on, blue collar mode. But yeah,
Football workouts too.
oh yeah, then football workouts.
At 7 in the morning. I'm
Golly.
most of the time I'm always late, but like.
But yeah, I love it, man, because of y'all.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can express myself more.
Yeah.
Like with God and all, and I can reflect whenever I leave here. I can reflect back on myself.
Yeah. I get that.
Definitely kind of why we started the whole podcast, you know. I feel like
Yeah.
we wanted to talk about God. You know, we all talk a lot, you know. So we wanted to talk about God, but like we wanted to spread it instead of just keeping it among ourselves and stuff. So
Yeah.
when we started the podcast, it was so nervous, bro. Like,
I remember the first
We maybe
episode,
took like
man.
an hour just redoing intros.
I remember when y'all were in the garage.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It
Yeah, we
was-
were just, bro. We didn't even have an intro in our first episode. If you look back at it, we just get
I was
invited
just
to talk
stressing.
because
Yeah.
we couldn't even do the topic. Like every time we looked at the camera and just started speaking, we would just all start laughing because it was so like it was so different. We never did something like that. We never just
Yeah.
looked at the camera and just started speaking. It looked like we were just talking in front of like an imaginary crowd.
Yeah.
But we were just looking at a bunch of boxes in my garage.
I feel like that's when you look at your friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like you just automatically start laughing.
Oh, yeah.
That's how me and
exactly
Rich are. Whenever
what it
I
is.
look at him, I just automatically start
Our first or our second episode with Bryson, like we could not like because we had never seen each other like so serious before.
Yeah.
Like that was like our first time, I guess, like actually, I don't know.
Locking in.
Yeah, locking in pretty much. Yeah, like just us, like no one else. I don't know. It was just like it was. I wouldn't say like it was goofy, but like it kind of was.
yeah, it was really
It was just different.
It was
Yeah.
just really outside
Yeah.
of our comfort zone and stuff.
Yeah.
And once we got like obviously starting off, we were just like messing up so many times. Every time we voice cracked, we always like, can you cut that? So we like had to take a break or like okay, bro, so many times we had to like one of us voice cracked or like messed up our words, we'd be like, all right, let's do that again. And then when we take a break, we're like 3, 2, 1. Let's do that. And just stuff like that. But when we ended a podcast, I always felt like I don't know, I was just like, wow, I just did that and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I first was for editing the first episode, there was like a voice in me, from say like the devil, and he was like, just don't do this, I was just like, man, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm like, I want to say I'm an introvert. I'm not shy at all. I talk in front of a lot of people. When it becomes like, I feel like talking to like an online audience is like completely different from anything I've ever done. So I was like, I don't know if I should keep doing this. Maybe this should just be a one-time thing. Like after I upload this, leave it on YouTube. I'm done with it. Just stuff like that. But something in me was like, man, I shouldn't be doing this for myself. I should be doing this for God and the people watching.
Mm-hmm.
And the second, like when we first uploaded our first episode, we got like really good views.
Yeah.
A lot of comments, a lot of people reposting, and man, that was literally what I needed. Just that extra push I needed. I was like, people were gonna clown on me. Or like, people were gonna be like, "What is this? You guys?" You guys were the last people that I thought would like make a Christian podcast, and I thought that's what the response was gonna be after I uploaded the first episode. But everyone's like, "Man, y'all are so great for doing this, man. This is really great." And I was just like, "Wow, this is crazy. People actually like this podcast." And we filmed another one. It was like just like let's just keep going with that.
Yeah.
Like, we filmed over 20 episodes with countless people, countless places, and man, it's just crazy. Like the responses we've gotten and stuff, and that's just all to God, really.
Yeah.
Because I could have stopped. I could have stopped after the first episode was uploaded. I could have just quit right there and then. But something in me was like, "There's something more. There's something more for this and stuff." And
No, the positivity goes a long way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like I remember we used to like care a lot about the views and stuff because I mean it motivates you like for sure.
Yeah.
But now like I mean our I guess motto is if one person watches it and gets something out of it, then it's worth it. And like I remember the first episode, I think I was like on the way home, and I had this like thought coming to my mind. And I was like, "You said something wrong," or like, "You said this," and that's doesn't line with scripture and stuff. And Satan really like, I mean, I almost texted Pablo like, I can't do the podcast. I'm not built for this. But little promo for ascenders.com. But our motto is God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And that's just been every time I hop on the podcast, that's my main focus is just it's not me that's speaking, it's God speaking through me. But yeah.
I remember something that was said to me, and it was by Pastor Matthew, who he just called earlier. He was just talking, and our logo was on the TV. Okay, it's just glitching. I don't know what's going on with the TV, but
That's
anyways,
all right.
so we have chapel on Wednesdays, and I remember Brant, your brother. He went on. He went to the sanctuary, like not to the sanctuary, the altar, and then we all went on the altar and stuff. And I remember he went up to me, and I'll never like forget what he told me. He was like he just said how it was for Peter when Jesus was walking on water and stuff, and he told Peter to come out. He was like, it's like when we get out that boat and we start walking, that's how we like kind of begin our walk with God. You know,
Yeah.
it's nice, you know, everything's going good, but just like Peter did, once he like lost a little bit of faith, he fell right into the water.
Yeah,
And that's
all
how
the
it is.
wind.
You know, when we walk with God, the devil's gonna challenge us, and the devil's gonna try to make us fall. And it's just like falling in the water and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, just like Peter did in the water, he said, Jesus, help me. And just like that, Jesus put his hand in the water and helped them back up. And it's stuff like that when I feel like when people fall, you know, fall in that water, fall, you know, I feel like they just like, what's the point of even getting up? What's the point of even getting up and stuff? Because I mean, I already tried following God and it failed. Why should I try again? You know, but it's stuff like that where in my own life, man, where, you know, I haven't really shared this, but like, we obviously haven't filmed in a minute, you know, and when we did, it was obviously like really bad like really bad times posting because we used to do weekly episodes.
Yeah.
Then it went to like honestly monthly. You know, we would
Yeah.
get maybe once a month, and you know, throughout that time, I feel like so much was going on in my life. Like Brock said, when I rolled my ankle, or I just dislocated it completely, like I literally couldn't walk.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to use crutches and stuff. You know, I was like, okay, this is not great. What's going on in my life? But hey, we'll keep going. And then go in a car accident. Another thing. I was like, man, what is going on? And just other stuff in my life just completely fell
Was the
through.
devil?
Like, yes, like my life was going pretty good, I'd say. You know, like everything just felt nice. I felt like I had everything planned out. And then in a matter of like weeks, everything just completely went away. You know, I lost a lot of stuff. Just so much stuff went wrong, and it's so easy to blame God for that. You know, it's so easy to be mad at him for like, why would you ruin everything like that I thought you had planned for me and stuff. And you know, I used to just think, man, I was just so like, I want to say full on depressed, but I was definitely like, I don't know, I just felt like no motivation, nothing, like nothing at all. And I gotta say, during Christmas, you know, Christmas is my favorite holiday. When you're there with your family and stuff, it's just something else.
Yeah.
And when I was with my family in Christmas, I don't know, it just like went in me. I was like, man, this is great. You know, so much bad things have happened in my life, but hey, I'm here with my family. I got a family.
Yeah.
I got family that supports me, that loves me. I got friends that I can talk to. I got all these things, and you know, it's just stuff like that. And you know, just I just started looking back at God, and you know, it's just like, man, what was I ever mad and stuff? You know, my life could be 100 times worse than what it is right now. You know, and I took that for granted and stuff. And I remember it was New Year's, and we you know we had planned the podcast studio for a minute, right? And but we just didn't really do anything. We didn't take action. We just said we were gonna make a podcast studio. But we were like, I was just procrastinating, you know. And then I was just like on New Year's night, like, you know, I was just thinking to myself, man, I feel closer to God. I feel like I'm there, but I don't like I know I could do better and stuff. So when I woke up the next day, January 1st, I grabbed my phone, went on Instagram, just posted February 28th. And that was like a big thing.
I think you called me the night. I think you called me the night of New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And you was like, yo, I got an idea.
Yeah. And I didn't even know, like, I didn't even think, like, you know, that we could finish the studio by February 28th. I just set up a deadline and just posted it publicly. That way I couldn't procrastinate. I couldn't, you know, push it off because I'm like sharing this publicly. Like, guys, expect something on February 28th. Had no idea if the podcast studio would even be fully set up, if we'd even like, you know, paint or anything. But that motivation was just setting a deadline, you know, so that way I wouldn't procrastinate or nothing. Was the motivation I needed every single day. You know, I want to go paint. You know, I want to scoop like the wallpaper. We had a lot of wallpaper on this wall, so we had to like scrape all that off. You know, we got new equipment, we got all this stuff, and just that everyday thing where I was just working towards this. It was just like it felt like rebuilding it. You know, I was getting back into what I loved because you know the podcast. I wouldn't say I love the love. I didn't say that I lost the love for it, but I definitely there was like demotivation for doing it. You know, but I just found that love again, and then obviously plugging again. We started our own Christian clothing brand. If you guys want to check that out, link right here. But just stuff like that where I was rebuilding my life and getting closer to God, and here we are now. This is the first episode back that we've had in 3 months?
Yeah.
Around
months,
there, around that time. So it's just crazy. And I just thank God for all of it.
Yeah.
You know, where in a moment where I thought it wouldn't be possible at all to get back up and continue with God, He's made my life 10 times better than what I had originally planned. And just like the first design for the shirt was trust in the Lord. Proverbs 3:5-6, which says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite verses
Yeah.
of all time.
W verse.
Yeah.
No, going back to whenever you said that all that happened to you,
Yeah.
I was like thinking like some stuff happened to me.
Yeah.
And I had like something in my head. Like I saw a video and it was like sometimes you hit rock bottom to know that God is your rock.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I just kept pushing and I just kept getting in the word. And that's like it. I don't know what it is, but like I guess it's the Holy Spirit. Once you get in the word and stuff, it just makes your life like you feel so much more happier.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild.
It really is, man.
I remember we was when we came up here one day after school to build the couches, and like to be honest, I didn't really come up here. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired, I was wore out. But once we got the couches built and stuff, I realized that like some people would die to build a couch to live in a country we live in right now.
Yeah.
And like I remember when we left, I took a look back at the couches we had just built, and I was just like, wow. Like even if it was just 2 couches, we still could have done the podcast. Like it was just, I don't know. I'm just grateful for everything that we have and all the equipment and stuff like that. But yeah, like it's just insane.
Y'all did a good job.
First time building couches. I was
Y'all
really,
really
Yeah, I
I
know.
was really like just the whole time imagine we're like
Comfortable.
filming with you guys and then the couches go.
Yeah, just break.
It just
Yeah.
breaks.
Fall through it.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that would.
I was here for like, I don't know. But it was just like, I don't know. I felt like we was building the couches with the Lord pretty much. That's what it felt like. I don't know. It was
Dad
crazy
was
though.
what was his dad? What profession was he?
Jesus?
No, carpenter. Carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
He was building this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
totally forgot the job title for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I just want to ask you guys, like, obviously, you know, I feel like I already asked you guys what y'all's testimony is, but like, I feel like what would you say to like, you know, the people watching or whatever, like, where's the motivation, whatever, for what they're going through?
If they're going through something,
Yeah, I guess.
I guess like a word of encouragement. Kinda. Yeah.
do you want to go first?
Yeah,
I
I'd say
think
like
about mine.
motivation for me is just like being around people that like are for God, and
Yeah.
also like being in the Bible, praying, just like I would like just honestly for me, just constantly. I don't know. It just makes life so much more easier, and
Oh yeah.
it's just like you're happier. If you're not gonna be happy with worldly things, but like with God, you're gonna be happy
Yeah.
because He's joy. I mean, He's the ultimate joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I would say so. Every morning, but before I wake up, even on the weekends and stuff, like before I go to school and all that, and wake up, I try to read like the a short Bible verse,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I've told you all this before, but that basically starts my day.
Yeah.
It's like a get your daily. Wait, hold on. Haven't y'all went on that on the Bible app and it says like your daily
The daily verse, the verse of the day.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like it's like my verse of the day and all that. And if I don't get that done, I know I'll have a bad day, so I don't want to have a bad day.
Yeah.
I want to get through math class and all
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah.
yes, I would say also for sure, Miss Dick.
The math class was rough
Dude,
there.
dude, we literally, me and him literally had the exact same grades,
Bro,
except
yes, it was crazy.
except I think I'm like one higher. Besides math, his math.
I was 69 in math.
I have a 60. Dude, our math, like our grades are literally the exact same. Like he'll have a 92 in one
Like
class, I have a
A's and
93. It's
B's.
the exact same class too.
That's
But we
crazy.
don't
That's
have
wild.
Any of the same teachers. And
It's crazy.
I have
That's
like,
wild.
I have all 90s in my class. I think I have like 180, and then I think my math class is just a 68. So it's terrible. But like, I'm like hanging on by a thread, but I'm
That's
passing.
9 weeks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pushing through.
I guess his motivation is make it through math class.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta pray
I'm
just to get
telling
the
you, bro,
math
for real.
Nah, if you want some prayer, bro, math class will have you praying. I'm telling you.
Yes. Man, but Yeah, like I was saying, definitely the Bible for sure. That brings me some motivation, and just getting to know that God is with you all the time, and
Yeah.
that it just I don't know, it just does something to me, and it just like moves me, but I can't explain it if you know what I mean. But that's overall. That's overall. I can't think of anything else other than that because that gets my day started.
Yeah.
Honestly, like spending time with God, like it's super peaceful.
Oh
really
yeah,
is.
100%.
So, like,
yeah,
It
It's
really
just like
is.
that. Like it's usually not for me because I like
that's how I am. Yeah,
And so like I'm just in my room and like I'll pray and like I'm like God, like I was like it's not like in a way of like show me your presence, like I know you're like you're not real. It's just like have your presence with me. So
Yeah.
like it's peace.
Yeah.
And it's just like praying with like you know that God's in the room with you. It's just the peaceful is it's like it's so peaceful. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
yeah,
So like I said earlier when we were getting set up and Pablo was doing his magic. But yeah, so the other thing for motivation that I do is just turn on some worship music.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I mean, I don't know. I usually turn it on about like 8, something like that. If I'm like at home and stuff and getting ready for bed. So yeah, turn that on. You know, just talk to God by myself in the room, just walking around and just praying and like just strolling on with it. I mean,
Yeah.
just whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you got on your mind.
Yeah, I feel like if you start your day with God, like it's gonna be a good day.
yeah.
And every day's a good day because you get the privilege to like you live and He's breathing
Yeah.
life into you. It's always good, but like if you start your day with God, it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. And before school, like I'll pray, and I just feel like because whenever I go to school, I'm not like nervous at school, but like it's just like I don't know. I know when I get to school, I don't like school.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I'm gonna have a bad day. But like if I pray, I know it's gonna be a good day.
All right,
Do you have
but
do you have a testimony?
me? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What is it?
I feel like I've shared it before, but I'll share it again. But I was saved at like a really young age. Like I think I was like 7 or 8. I don't really remember. Like the devil always tried to like like nag at me like that stuff like that. But I was saved, and then I mean I didn't really take God like seriously, I guess.
Yeah.
Until I was in a Bible class at Marshall Christian. I think I was like 9th grade or something, and the Bible teacher said something, and it like woke me up, and I was like, I need to like get my act straight because I mean I was like so called like a Christian, like I put on like a face pretty much, and like I would just do stuff like I guess behind the scenes, but like bad stuff, and then after that I just got like a burn like that I needed to like actually like just wake up and like
Lock in.
but yeah, pretty much lock in. Yeah, be like a locked in Christian and not just be like a Christian that goes on Sundays and Wednesdays.
Lukewarm Christian.
And yeah, but I wanted to get in the Word and know God personally, not just know Him at church, but know Him every day of my life. And so, I mean, of course, I wasn't perfect. Some days I fell back and had to get back up again and stuff like that. But I guess I'll talk about how I got called into ministry. I think it was at a Rise youth conference, and it's like a week-long thing, and the entire week I felt like the Lord was dealing with me to answer the call to preach, and the entire time I was kind of like putting it off because I didn't know if it was like my pride which I don't know why, because I'm like a very humble person generally, but I thought it would be my pride and stuff, and I was going through like some pretty rough things like the past month or so, like during that time. And it was the last night of the event, or it was actually the night before the last day. And I felt like I should have answered the call that day, but I didn't. And so I went to bed. I told the Lord, like I was closing my eyes, and I told the Lord, I said, I'll do it tomorrow, I promise. And so I woke up the next morning. We had to wake up like early, like 5:30. And me and my friend did a devotion, and he was getting ready. So I decided to make breakfast, and I made, I didn't make it, but I had a Dr. Pepper and a blueberry Pop-Tart. And after we did our devotion and stuff, I like had like a stomach problem. Like I was like, I could tell that like I needed to throw up, but it was I think the first, because we had morning sessions and stuff, and it was the first morning session. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and try to throw up, and I did, and I told my parents and stuff, and I was gonna try to make it through the next service because we had one more left, and I just couldn't. Like I kept on going to the bathroom. Like I think I went to the bathroom like 5 times in one service, and I told my mom, I was like, I don't feel good at all. And so on the way to the car, she's going to take me back to the cabin. I threw up in the flower bed. And when we was at Winterfest, I was showing Cameron and all them, like, this place, like, really hits home for me. Like, I remember exactly, like, the day, how it planned out and stuff. But we got back to the cabin, and in total, like, I took a nap and everything, but in total, I threw up 4 times that day. And that fourth time, I was like, God, I don't know if I should, like, I don't know if this is today, like, and then I remember like saying that promise to God, and I was like, if I didn't answer it today, then I mean, he might just like give it to someone else. And I remember the last night service we had, I had it planned out how I was going to do it, and so they would always do like a worship, then preaching, and then worship. It did not go that way. It went full worship mode, like, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to get up out of my seat, which everyone was like standing around, like, it was, the environment was like crazy, but I didn't want to get up out of my seat and like go to the altar and then I'll do all that stuff. But I like blacked out when I went to the altar. Like I feel like I sprinted up there, like, and when I got there, I just like fell to my knees and just started crying, because I knew that, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, I have to do this. Like, I didn't, I guess not like I have to, but like, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but like, it was like I have to, but I wanted to at the same time, because I knew the call that God had placed in my life. And I knew I kind of felt like Jonah a little bit, running away from like Nineveh and stuff. But anyways, I answered my call there, and then it's been great ever since. Like, I mean, I had my days where the enemy would try to tempt me and stuff, but I mean, with the growth, like while I was at Winterfest, I had like a constant reminder, like how much I've grown from literally last year. Like it's crazy how much God can do in just a year, and there's a couple months, honestly. But yeah, that was like, everyone always trolls me about the blueberry Pop-Tart and the Dr. Pepper. It's like the most random combo, but like I don't know. It was just like, I always ate it every morning, but now I have not ate a Pop-Tart since. Like,
You got traumatized by a Pop-Tart.
Yeah. we call it the devil Pop-Tart at my house.
He used to buy Pop-Tarts because we have a break schedule, like break up.
Yeah.
Like you can get like snacks or whatever. He used to get Pop-Tarts all the time. I don't think I've seen him touch a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I have not touched one. I don't know why, but it's just like, it just doesn't sound like,
Bro,
ever since that,
I even had a Pop-Tart either, bro.
I'm traumatized. But yeah, that was just like, every time, like when I'm talking with to Connor about it and stuff, he's like, dude, he said, that's like a crazy testimony. Like, he said, if that wasn't God, then I don't know, like, what is. Like, he said, that's just insane. But it's definitely a big blessing for sure. I'm glad I answered it. And I mean, who knows what's yet to come, honestly. I'm only 18 years old, so I mean, God can do anything. But yeah.
And where would you be if you didn't accept?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, for sure.
Throwing up 4 times, though.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. It was crazy. That entire day, I was just like, oh, Lord, I can't do it.
I literally remember he called me like the night of. He was like, man, I just like accepted my calling to preach. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's the hot
crazy.
moment. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's crazy, dude. I don't even remember where I was. I was like in the middle of something. He just called. I was like, I wonder what is going on with him. And he's like, he was so happy. Like,
Yeah.
you could hear the smile through the phone.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And like, even when the service started, the sickness went away. Like, I was nauseous on the way up there, and I was like, I can't do this. And then as soon as the first like piano note was played, I was like instantly better. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I didn't want to run down the altar and just be like throwing up down there. And everyone's like,
Just like a trail.
just like looking, yeah.
Just a trail above it all the way.
But it's definitely a blessing for sure. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you would have got there doing that, I mean, that would have been fine too.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Slip and slide.
Yeah.
The rest of the people
It would have helped out everybody else.
like quicker.
Yeah.
There's the Pop Tart.
Yeah. Oh god. This is the most random combo too. Someone from my church got me like a little Pop-Tart ornament to hang on our Christmas tree because they were there with us, and they was like just a little reminder, and I was like, I will never forget it.
No, that is crazy lore out there.
Yeah.
That is crazy lore.
It's insane, but yeah.
I didn't have nothing crazy like that happen to me, but like I like it because like people experience like things
Different
differently.
things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the way that God works too. Like especially if you pray something and like you think that it's not gonna be like right away or whatever, and you want it to be right away and it's not, but God like He'll move people around and He does things behind the scenes that you don't see.
Yeah.
And it's just like with God, it's just patience and faith, and that's like I've learned to like grow with that and just have patience and faith in God because. I mean, so like, I'm a person where like I like to get things done like that.
Yeah, that's how I am. Yeah,
I'm really impatient, and so patience with me was like key, and like God with all that like stuff I pray for, like He taught me patience, and it's like I'm glad He did because it's like something I'm good with patience. I'm not like really good with it. But I'm better than I was.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like I'm a much more patient. Like even if I didn't show it. I was just constantly thinking like, bro, please hurry up. Like, but yeah, I definitely get that though, 100%. Yeah.
That's a crazy story. So
yeah, I know.
Make up for a great movie.
Yeah. Call it the Devil Pop-Tart.
Yeah. I think that's what we called it on the podcast. I think.
Yeah, I've shared it like a couple times.
We called it like the Devil Pop-Tart. It's like a little segment on the podcast.
I love talking about it though because it's just like. Not because it happened to me, but like just because it shows what God can do. Like making me feel better. That was already a blessing in itself. Like
I just feel like everyone else's testimony is just like, man, I was sad and then the Lord cheered me up.
Yeah,
I threw up so many times.
Bro, I know.
But we can make that into like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And put Pop-Tart Dr. Pepper on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Bryce Crawford, you know, Waffle House thing.
Yeah.
He said that, just Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, bro.
That's
hey.
Yeah, that's good design.
I might make my own clothing brand then.
What do you call it?
Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart. I get copyrighted.
It's already taken. Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Who do you guys say is your like favorite musicians? Christian musicians.
Man. Definitely Forrest Frank.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, definitely Forrest Frank.
Are you gonna rank them or like?
Oh, rank them?
Well, you can. Yeah.
Give us like your top 5.
Let me see.
Mine's David from the Bible.
What's that?
No, he was cooking.
Yeah.
What's that one dude's name? Josiah.
Josiah Queen.
Yeah,
I think he's my favorite. I think Josiah Queen, then Forrest Frank.
He's like, I have a top 3, so we're gonna go.
He takes it seriously.
We're gonna
like paper.
We're gonna go for Forrest Frank, Josiah Queen, and
Good top 2 right now. He says like Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Dang, hold on. I can't think of a third one.
He had a top 3. Just 2.
Let's just say Tushi for now.
Tushi?
Okay, yeah. Y'all show me. Yeah.
I have 5.
Hey, all right.
I feel like spill it. 5. It's like hard to rank them. I mean, I could just say them.
Yeah, just give your top 5. Yeah. You don't have to rank them.
I'm gonna say Holvey.
Okay.
Is up there.
Yeah.
Forrest Frank's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Toski's definitely up there.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Gordon.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I like the elevation, the worship.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Are y'all more like a like when you listen to Christian music? Are you more like kind of like Christian rap or like I'm like a Forrest Frank kind of vibe where it's kind of chill?
It just depends. Like honestly, usually I like the chill stuff, but like if I'm trying to get like hot before a game, like usually some people listen to like other rappers and stuff, but like I just listen to Christian music because I like to feel like the presence of God before, games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Especially and when I work out too.
Oh yeah.
I could listen to a couple of songs of Forrest Franks to kind of get high because he does have he does have some songs that I really like that'll get me going.
Yeah.
Heaven on this earth.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like with Tori.
Tori Deshawn. Yeah.
Is it good?
It's really good.
It was one of my favorites.
It's like his I guess kind of like a rap song.
Yeah, it's honestly just pure rap.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably I think I could listen to it.
Yeah.
With songs to get hyped up.
No,
Yeah.
Christian hop music is like that. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
good.
That's like
100%.
top tier.
Dude,
Yeah.
the like quotes it says sometimes.
Oh, so, yeah, some of those-
it's crazy. I'm
It like makes
wait, hold
sense,
on.
but like you have to have ball knowledge to know sometimes.
It's
Like,
like, do you remember that one? That quote with the SRT.
no, wait, what was it?
It's an introduction. It says it in the introduction. Like, do you remember with? Okay,
I don't know. It's
I'll
all.
look up the lyrics.
there was a day that we were driving.
Is it Werco? Or
It probably is Werco.
I'm gonna
but
can I look for
it was-
lyrics.
It was one day.
Yeah,
It was one day we were driving down downtown. We looked to our left, and there was like a lime green Mustang.
Oh dang.
And then we just saw that, and then next that bar played and stuff, and we were like, "Ooh!" It was just
Sometimes you just like hit like a stain.
exactly. Yes, but it was wild. Like some quotes in Christian rap is
It's
crazy.
You gotta be like,
yeah.
listen to the lyrics.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the lyrics like
Sometimes I'll rewind and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh
yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Just Got podcast. Hope you guys can, enjoy more of the podcast, as we continue to film in this new studio. But I just want to say thank you, Rich and Parker.
thank you for
joining
having
in
us.
this
Excited.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Anytime you guys want to be back, man, just DM us. But just thank you guys. Make sure to visit centers.com as well. And hopefully one of you guys found the 100% discount code. It only works for one of y'all. So just thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah.